is basically used for analytical data warehousing purpose. So it's very easy to start using Snowflake. It's all cloud-based product. We have to, most of the people already have knowledge on how we can set up your trial version account. So just it's a 30 days account, or it's a 400 free credits worth account will provide Snowflake provide us to access. So it's a very easy to access that account, and I will show you how to create that account and how to access quickly our account. And we can start writing some basics scripts like the select start from table. So it's a just 5 minutes job to get that account. So basically it's a cloud service account. So basically most of the people are aware of what is cloud account, and it's not on prem. So we are not going to install anything on any servers. It's directly available and it's going to launch from the browser. So basically Snowflake dependent on three top cloud service providers like Azure, Google Cloud, and as well as AWS. Snowflake utilizing cloud service providers to store their data. So there is no limit for storing data. It's elastically increase as per demand. If you want to suddenly 10,000 GB size data, it is available to store the data. So elastic cloud. So that's automatically it's expand as per your needs. We are not specifying like we want to use only 100 TB size, your 1,000 TB size. It's automatically expand as per your need. So that's how it's designed in background. So it is having high computation as well as high elasticity. So there are too many features involved in Snowflake. Step by step, we are going to learn all the features. So I will show you quickly the syllabus copy and what are all the different things we are going to learn part of our session. And then I will, so we'll try to create one Snowflake trial account. I will show you how to create that account. Basically, our syllabus is going to cover to target Snowflake core certification, SnowPro certification. So we have two kind of certifications in Snowflake. One is Snowflake SnowPro core certification, and another one is a SnowPro advanced certification, architect level certification. So our syllabus is completely designed to target SnowPro core certification. So each and every topic having their own weightage. So we are going to cover 100% to reach out to that percentage in each and every topic. So that once we complete our course, if you try to appear for a certification after 1 week or 2 weeks, so there is a chances of clearing your certification. It's easy to get more than 85 percentage. So our pass percentage is 80%. So I will make sure that you guys should get 85% minimum to crack our certification. As of now, we don't have any dumps available. So it's all our own. We have to keep our own hard work to clear the certification. Now it is very high demand in the market. People who are all having Snow Pro certifications. So we have complete. We designed our course. So each and every topic I gathered most of the questions from the different people who appeared for the certification, and also with my experience, I gathered a lot of information. So all that information is available. I will make sure that I will give you practice test papers to everyone. So you guys either once we complete the particular topic, you can go for the practice papers, or you can go for the all the questions together based on the topic or entire. So like that, we designed around 15 plus practice test papers, each and every paper having 30 to 45 questions. So there itself we can understand whether you are able to reach out your 80 percentage or you are lagging somewhere. So then only you can appear for the certification. So once you are able to get 100%, then only go for main certification there, so that we can, it's easy for you to crack that. So to avoid, so once you give the attempt, so there is a chances of, if you don't get 80 percentage, there is chances of losing your money. So it's cost around $250 or 16K Indian currency. So I always suggest you to make sure that get 100% in the practice papers. If you feel if you are not if you are getting 90%, 80% also, try to do practice papers one more time, then only go for certification. So if you cross all the papers minimum 95 percentage, then only I will uh, tell you guys to go for the certificate. There itself you can think about yourself, about your benchmark, whether you are reaching to that point or not. So even if you apply for certification to maybe sometime, so there is a we can postpone your certification date anytime before one day. So if you think like you are not confident about your certification, you want to postpone it to next week, so we have option to postpone that certification to next 1 week. So like that, you can build the confidence as soon as possible. You try to understand all the concepts and try to gain the knowledge and try to clear the certification as soon as possible without any delay. That's what my suggestion. So I will help you complete guidance to crack the certification. So there is 100% success rate is there if you follow whatever I am telling every day. So make sure that you are following and you are going to crack your certification. Next target is for next 40 days. We have how to access your account. This is the first step for everyone to get it, and how to create the database, how to create the schema, how to create the tables. If you are already from data warehousing background, database background, it's easy for you to relate with any traditional database along with the Snowflake. So basically in Snowflake, we have this is a cloud analytical data warehouse. We have three other competitors with a Snowflake. So we have to understand our competitors also, like it's all cloud. So Amazon having its own cloud data base that's name called Redshift, and Azure also having their own analytical data warehouse that's name called Synapse, and also Google Cloud also having its own database. It's a BigQuery. So and along with that Snowflake. So these four are the competitors. Most of the projects, people who want to migrate their data to on-premise or any other databases to cloud. So any one of these cloud services customer going to pick. Out of these four, each and every database having their own limitations and advantages. So we'll try to I will help you to relate with the Snowflake and other cloud databases going forward. What are all the features? It's available only Snowflake. It's not available in any other databases, so that we can relate. So you feel like these are all the additional advantages in Snowflake compared to any other databases. So in that way also I will compare and learn based on the each and every feature. So why Snowflake we need to learn? So comparing to other traditional databases, we can use a Redshift, we can use Azure Synapse, we can use BigQuery. But why we need to learn Snowflake? That is very important question we need to understand. So why Snowflake means? So basically, Snowflake architecture is completely different compared to any other traditional databases and data warehouse also. So it is having both storage and computation. These are the two key things in any database architecture. This storage and computation, both it will work independently. So there is no cost associated with the if you are storing, there is no cost associated with the computation. If you want to compute, there is no cost associated with the storage. Both storage and computation, it will work independently. So that is the reason if the charges whatever you are using for any database, that is going to down compared to any other databases. So if this feature is nothing but the decoupling. So decoupling is nothing but the both it will work independently. We'll discuss more in detail whenever we are talking about Snowflake architecture. So this is one of the key feature in Snowflake which we don't find in any other databases. So we'll discuss in detail about that point. So here we are accessing roles and what are all the different roles. So what is the role and why we need to create role in Snowflake? So how it is related to traditional databases, and we have different worksheets, and we have different type of accounts. So all those things, it's kind of quick introduction about Snowflake Web UI. And also we have, there are different ways of connecting to Snowflake account. Once you create your account, there are different ways of connecting to your account, whether you are going to create with the help of web interface, and also we can connect to your Snowflake account with the SnowSQL, that is the command line interface available from the Snowflake. So SnowSQL, Snowflake command line interface. And also we can connect with your Snowflake with the help of Python. Python is also very useful programming language to access your account and to play your data in the tables with the help of Python. So that is also, there are different JDBC, ODBC connectors are there. But in our course, we are going to discuss about how we are going to use web user interface, and also we are going to use NoSQL. It's a command line, and also Python. So I will help you how we can utilize Python to access your data in the Snowflake. So Python is very important and useful programming language whenever you are talking about cloud technologies. So, but whenever you are using Snowflake, Python is not mandatory to use. But if you have option, if you know the Python, that will give a lot of advantage. I will guide you how you can start using Python, but not much. We are not spending much time in Python, but I will guide you definitely. So how we are going to, I will give you few use cases on Python as well. Basic use cases depends on your interest. I will give you more use cases. So in offline, so but not in the main course. And also we have different cloud service providers like we have AWS. We are keeping some data into S3 storage. S3 having one of the service, and also we have Azure blob storage. We are keeping files into blob storage, and GCP buckets also we are using. We have different use cases for different cloud service provider. So depends on the use case we are using. We are trying to touch all the cloud service providers in our account as per the use case. But all these cloud service accounts are free of cost. So if we have all these accounts, that would be good. So in the AWS offering 1 year, Azure also offering 3 months, Google Cloud also offering 3 months. So we'll use all the free services available in the different cloud service providers. We'll try to integrate our data into Snowflake, and we'll see the end-to-end flow, how we can automate the process from the buckets to Snowflake, and building some data integration between the accounts. All those things we are going to discuss part of our session. So here data loading and unloading. So data loading, basically how we were creating some storage accounts directly in the Google Cloud buckets. From there itself, we are accessing data into Snowflake. We are not going to load data into Snowflake account directly. We are selecting data from the cloud account, and we are creating external stages accounts, internal stages. So we are loading data from the buckets, and we have different scenarios. We apply some transformation in between if there is any change you want to apply. So that kind of transformations will apply. Will once you load data, again we're loading back data into the cloud accounts. That is called data loading and unloading. We have different scenarios. We are going to cover all these scenarios part of the data loading and unloading. As I told you, Snowpipe is one of the continuous data loading process in Snowflake. So which is whenever files, let's say in your project, we have daily, we are working on some retail or e-commerce project, daily some 100 or 200 different files, it's going to come into your particular storage location. From there, your ETL jobs going to pick and process data into Snowflake. In between, you are applying some transformations. In the same way, instead of storing data into the some storage location, we are storing your data into the cloud accounts, any AWS S3 or Google buckets or Azure blob storage. So from there, automatically we can keep monitoring whenever files are coming. Your process is going to pick the file and load data into Snowflake tables. That is nothing but the continuous data loading. It's automatically monitoring whenever file is arriving. your jobs it's going to run. That is called continuous data loading. So with the help of Snowpipe, we are going to implement and process data into Snowflake tables. So whether it is any kind of file formats, as of now, Snowflake supports different kind of file formats. So CSV file, JSON, Pocket, Avro, there are different file formats. All these file formats, any file format, it will pick and process data into Snowflake. We'll learn how to use JSON and how to use CSVs, semi-structured data, how to use. So if required, so will Snowflake recently launched unstructured data. As of now, we are not covered any unstructured data related scenarios. If time permits, I will try to grab more use case data unstructured. I will keep adding into our syllabus. And once we load data into Snowflake table, so we have different. We are having. So this is as partner connect with Snowflake. As I told you, right? How we are going to use Python connectors in the Snowflake. So we have. Let's say if you go to the, this is the, once you create your trial account, so you can see this is the UI account. So here if you see the partner connect, so here we have already ready-made cloud tools are available. So this is some data integration purpose, talent speech. So this is another important cloud integration. This is called Matillion. This is one of the hot ETL tool in the market now. So most of the people who are all working with the Snowflake, they're looking for talent is one of the tool, and Matillion is it's a very useful and integration tool with the Snowflake and also Informatica. So there are these are all the different tools. There are too many things, but those tools also preferring. So here if you see the connectors. So these are all the, just now I told you, right? CLI clients, NoSQL, and also JDBC, ODBC, Python components. So we are going to how to use the Python components using. So Snowflake connector, Python. So how we are using these connectors, and we can access our Snowflake account. We can process data into Snowflake. All those things we are going to discuss in the our session. So CLI client is the command line interface. So this one also we are going to, if you are using whether Windows or Linux or Mac OS, whatever OS you are using, we'll try to connect and we'll configure CLI as well. So these are all connectors I am talking about. And also we have, so we have BI connectors also is there. So how we can use BI connectors like Power BI. So if you want to integrate your Snowflake with Power BI, how we can integrate those use cases also. Once you create our trial account, we'll try to, with the help of trial account, we'll use the trial account to connect your BI tools, and we can process. Once you get data from cloud services to Snowflake, and that data we are connecting to BI dashboards, and we can see how the data looking into that kind of. I will help you to how we are using BI tools along with the Snowflake. And as I told you, handling JSON semi-structured data, semi-structured JSON, how we can load semi-structured data into Snowflake tables, and how we can configure, how we can make the data to structure, and how we can query the data to the Snowflake. Those scenarios it will cover in the handling JSON data. And also we have external scheduling tools are available, like if you want to automate your process daily, sometime 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, you want to run your jobs. So at that time, we are going to use some scheduling tools like AutoSys or Control M. There are too many other tools are involved. At the same time, we are using here Snowflake having its own tools, its own scheduling process. So we are creating tasks. So once we create the task, we are going to automate the task, so and so 5 o'clock every day. We'll try to create the dependencies one by one job. Automatically, those jobs it's going to run. It's a whether daily jobs or weekly jobs or monthly jobs, yearly jobs. All those things we can automate within the Snowflake. So we don't want to use any external tools. Automatically, internal Snowflake having its own feature to schedule your jobs. So, and also we have next one is a very important feature that is called secure data sharing. So you want to share your data to any let's say in traditional data process. So we have some 100 TB data. You want to give the data to one of your customer. So what are the different? We are going to give apply some we are doing using some data into ETL integration. You just connect your source and connect to target, then the data it is going to reach to the customer. And also we can do some FTPs or different ways. And also we can use some pen drives where we can upload some drives. These are all the different ways of transforming data to one point to another customer. So here Snowflake having very good feature, that is nothing but the data sharing. So customer want to access live data. So whatever transactions are happening into the uh, provider side, that live data customer can access without any cost. That is called data sharing. Whether it is 100 TB or 1000 TB, whatever it is, there is no cost associated with the customer. Whatever data you want to, we are trying to share, all the data they can access and they can connect to the BI dashboards. They can see the live data, whether they can connect to the Power BI or Tableau. So like that, we can access we can provide access to the customers instantaneously without any delay. So that is called data sharing. This is one of the powerful feature in Snowflake. So even some people don't have Snowflake accounts, we can create one account that is called reader accounts, non-Snowflake accounts. We can give access to the customers. So there are too many important features. We are going to learn all these things. We are creating multiple accounts, and we are giving data to customer. We can see that data is available instantaneously. So what are all the challenges? All those things we are going to learn practically in our session. Another one is the cloning is also another unique feature in Snowflake. So we'll try to provide we'll keep the different copy of data without any additional cost associated with it. So we are trying to reduce as much duplicate copy of data into the Snowflake to avoid storage cost. So for that reason we are using cloning also. Another one is the time travel. Time travel is a very important feature. So at every point in time, so Snowflake keep maintaining the different versions of data. So if at any point in time you want to get your older version of the data, Snowflake it will provide us to. So if you can specify the timestamp or you can specify the query ID, it will provide uh, that point in time data. So if you by mistake you drop the table, by mistake you deleted data, again you thought like I want 3 hours older version of the data. At any point in time, Snowflake is handling different copies of data. That information is available. The help of we can grab the data with the help of time travel and fail-safe features. So and also we have some clustering keys, single cluster and multi-cluster keys. So we'll try to create how we can Snowflake using multi-clustering keys, and what are all the benefits, how it is in background, how the computation is going to work. So all those things we are going to cover in detail. So these are all the points we are going to cover part of our session. So and also I missed to add another session that is called resource monitoring. How we are going to monitor your resources, how you can control your resources. So it is a cloud account. There is no limitation. As a user, they are keep on running the queries. So that's without knowing there is a chances of getting additional cost. So that's the reason we are going to limit our running cost with the help of resource monitoring. We'll keep providing alerts to the customers so that they can able to understand they are doing by mistake. If you just running the queries and you forgot you are going somewhere, so without knowing that there is some lot of cost is going to happen to the company. We have to avoid all those things. That's the reason we are going to configure resource monitor. There we can clearly specify the different options to avoid all these things. So this is mainly we are covering all these points in detail with the help of different uh, with the help of cloud accounts, either AWS, Azure, as well as Google Cloud. So step by step we are going to cover, and we'll try to help you as much practical knowledge. So these things, this is how we are going to design our course.